Captain Mara Vance gripped the armrests of her command chair as the bridge speakers crackled. Human vessel SS Venture, this is Patrol Commander Keth Arun of the Kethari Defense Fleet. You are entering restricted space. Transmit your manifest immediately and prepare for intercept. Vance glanced at her console. The K-Line station loomed on the main view screen, a glittering hub of trade lanes just beyond the patrol's killbox. Her fingers danced over the controls. She filed the routine manifest. Standard hauler cargo, machine parts, hydroponics, and one sealed container logged as experimental reactor shielding. Manifest transmitted, Commander, Vance replied, voice steady. Requesting berth access at K-Line Dock 17. We have priority trade clearance. Static hissed. Arun's response came sharp. Denied, holding pattern Vector 90 Mark 45, no docking until inspection. Vance's jaw tightened. She keyed the all-ship channel. Yi Lena patrols boxing us in. Routine lockdown, people. Stay sharp. In engineering, Yi Rook wiped grease from his hands and patched into the main bus. The ship's civilian-grade reactors hummed, but below decks, the sealed crate drew forbidden power. A Singularity Warhead, black market surplus from the last human expansion war. Locked under layers of paperwork, it powered their hidden drive mods. Yi rerouted the draw through cargo bay conduits. No spikes. No trace. Lena Quill hunched over her sensor station, fingers flying, trade band emissions scrubbed clean. She masked the power flicker with dummy pings, routine cargo scans bouncing off nearby asteroids. Her voice stayed flat over the intercom. Emissions ghosted, Captain. They see a fat merchant, nothing more. Vance nodded. The view screen filled with the angular wedge of Arun's cruiser, the KSS Enforcer, sliding into position. 2 escort corvettes flanked it, weapons hot but not locked. Yet, incoming transmission, Lena said. Priority override from Director Savak's Kethari War Procurement. Vance accepted the feed. A scaled face filled the screen, eyes gleaming with opportunist hunger. Savax's mandibles clicked. Captain of the Venture, my claim on your sealed container, manifest item 47B experimental shielding yields 92% to our singularity specs. Stand down for boarding. Vance leaned forward. Director, that's proprietary tech. Commercial arbitration required before transfer. No boarding without station oversight. Savax's scales flushed. Arbitration is void in restricted space. Commander Arun enforce recovery. Arun's voice cut in on a split channel. Venture cut thrust. Boarding teams launch in 2 minutes. Resist and we vent your hull. Vance's mind raced through logistics. Crisis was just bad routing. She hit the arbitration beacon, automated ping to K-Line station and neutral trade guilds. Lockdown engaged, all hatches sealed, civilian protocols active. No force could breach without triggering interstellar fines. Boarding denied, Vance transmitted. Arbitration lockdown active, any breach logs as piracy. Arun's cruiser loomed closer, tractors spooling. Human softskins forget their place. We have scanned your crate. Power signatures match war-grade yields. Lena's console beeped. They're probing, Captain. Weak tractor lock testing. Yi, Vance ordered. Prep the forget-me-not. In the bowels, Yi grinned. He flipped the bypass. Cargo ship infrastructure hummed, old human freighters built modular, forgotten by alien tacticians. Conduits that once slung nukes now fed the warhead's containment field into decoy emitters. The Venture shuddered. False power blooms erupted across her hull, mimicking shield flares. Arun's sensors lit up like a festival. Multiple signatures, Arun barked from his bridge, optics narrowing. His tactical officer hissed confusion. Merchant vessel deploying countermeasures, impossible civilian registry. Savax overrode. Ignore decoys, tractor the crate directly. Vance watched the corvettes close. Calm competence, that's what one hauls. Lena, trade band jam, polite version. Lena keyed her array. Trade radios pulsed, innocent merchant chatter laced with tactical ghosts. False distress calls flooded Kethari channels, mimicking pirate swarms. Kethari vessels in peril, guild alert. Arun slammed a talon on his console. Comms flooded, countermeasures now. His jammers fired, but human trade bands slithered through cracks. Low power, high volume, forgotten in naval sims. Alarms wailed on the enforcer. Ghost contacts multiplied. Vance plotted her vector. Holding lane meant drift, but she nudged thrusters. Civilian engines, augmented by the warhead's whisper. Acceleration ticked up subtle. They're maneuvering, Arun growled. Lock weapons, Savax leaned in. The crate is mine. Detonate if they jump. Vance's eyes narrowed. Leverage, that's what they wanted, not the warhead's boom, but its threat. A singularity detonated here cracked K-Line station like an egg. Yee, status? Containment solid cap. Rewired through the old sling bays. They poke it, we pulse. The corvettes fired warning shots, plasma lances scoring the Venture's hull. Sparks flew on the bridge. Shields at 80%, Lena reported. Their math's off, underestimating our layering. Vance stood. Aaron, this ends now. Arbitration confirms, crate stays sealed. Back off or guilds sanction your fleet. Aaron's bridge erupted in debate. Human merchants didn't fight, they folded. But scans lied, power draws hidden, emissions clean. His officer reported, tractor failing. Feedback surge. Yee's pulse hit. The warhead's field inverted, feeding back through the corvette's lock. One escort yawed wildly, engines flaming. Direct hit on CV-3? Aaron shouted. How? Savex's face twisted. They're weaponized civilians, full barrage. Vance dodged debris. Lena's ghosts multiplied, trade pings now spoofed Cathari IFFs, painting friendlies as foes. The enforcer's fire control hesitated. Fire control glitching, Aaron's officer said. Humans using merchant bands for ECM? Vance seized the lane. Full burn, Yee, civilian profile. The Venture surged. Hidden mods kicked in, warhead power masked as reactor overdrive. She slipped the box, vectoring for K-Line's defense grid. Aaron pursued. All ships converge, they cannot escape. But station guns woke. Arbitration lockdown pinged neutral, protect the merchant. Beams lanced out, bracketing the Cathari escorts. Savex screamed over open comms. Recall the crate, Vance's console chimed. Gildoth, clear for dock. She settled into her chair. Berth 17 people, manifest logged. Profit margin holds. Lena smiled faintly. Their commander just queried our registry, thinks we're Navy ghosts. Yee chuckled from below. Forgot the old tools, cargo slings beat tractors. Aaron watched the Venture dock unscathed. His bridge fell silent. Humans, soft traders, had turned his intercept into a farce. Math didn't lie. They hid fangs in smiles. Savex cut her feed, fuming. Inventory slipped. Vance powered down. Crisis rooted. Warhead safe. Next haul awaited. But Aaron's final hail buzzed. Venture, this is not over. We know what you carry. Vance keyed reply. Know what you like, Commander. We're just merchants. She cut the line. The bridge crew shared nods. Calm, competent. Forgotten tools won the day. K-Line's bays opened. The Venture slid home, secret intact. Boarders slammed through the Venture's outer airlock. Captain Mara Vance gripped her command chair. Red lights pulsed across the bridge. Cathari troops poured in, mag boots clanging on deck plates. Their rifles swept the corridor cam feeds. They're in the forward lock, Lena Quill said. Her fingers danced over comms panels. Voice steady, no panic. Vance nodded. Seal it behind them, bulkheads alpha through gamma, funnel them. Lena tapped keys, hatches hissed shut. The boarders funneled into a service corridor, dead end ahead. Yi Rook's voice crackled from engineering. Thrusters back online, Cap, rerouted through the cargo winches. Those remote hacks, useless now. Good work. Vance eyed the main screen. Commander Keth Arun's face filled it, scaled features tight with command. His patrol cruiser loomed off the starboard bow. 2 escorts flanked the Venture, tractors locked. Arun had cut their main drives minutes ago. Remote override, Cathari naval code. Standard takedown for pirate intercepts. But the Venture wasn't pirate, just a merchant hauler guild registered, with 1 crate in the hold that could crack a moon. Vance keyed public comms. Guild channels only, open record. Venture Starfreighter to Cathari patrol vessel Shadowfang. This is Captain Mara Vance. Your boarding team is trespassing on guild-neutral space. All demands recorded for arbitration. Arun's eyes narrowed. Captain, surrender the secured crate in your hold 3. Singularity Warhead, transfer it now or we depressurize your ship. Public comms, every word logged. Vance smiled faintly. Legal trap sprung. Manifest logged with Guild Central. That's mining fusion initiator, Commander. Check the paperwork. His laugh barked. Static edged it. Lies, our scans pierced your shielding. Yield matches black market specs. Director Savex claims it. The screen split. Director Savex appeared, sleek, opportunistic, Cathari procurement crest on her collar. Captain Vance, protection contract. Transfer the crate to my shuttle. 50,000 credits, guild-neutral terms. Vance leaned forward. Appreciate the offer, Director, but we're mid-haul. K-line berth confirmed, no transfers. Savex's claws clicked. Refusal forfeits insurance. My associates board now. Already noted. Vance cut her feed. Bridge crew watched her. Lena monitored border vitals, 6 troops armored advancing slow. Yi hummed below decks. Alarms whooped. Boarders hit the first bulkhead. Plasma torches flared on cams. Yi, teeth time. Way ahead, Cap. From Vance's vantage, the ship transformed. She'd spec the venture for profit, not war. But guild haulers carried teeth, forgotten tools. Cargo slings doubled as railguns. Winch servos pulled double duty on point defense. The boarders breached the first hatch. Corridor narrowed. They stacked, rifles up. Vance watched the feed. Calm, one exhaled, human habit. Her crew mirrored it. Keth Arun's voice cut in private channel. Your tricks end here, merchant. My team extracts the crate. Extract what you find, Commander. Vance switched to all ship. Crew, civvy protocols. No engagement, Lena whispered. They're jamming local trade bans, but I've looped our buoy signal. Guild thinks we're adrift protected status. Smart. Vance trusted her officers' quiet hacks. Lena turned merchant chatter into ghosts, false echoes drawing patrols away. Below, Yi Rook crouched in the power bay. Sparks flew from his multi-tool. Auxiliary feeds snaked through cargo circuits. Cathari remote had sliced main thrusters clean. But winches, old tech bypass. He patched reactor bleed, warhead's own hum masked as overdrive. Power steady, Yi muttered. He flipped the relay, thrusters coughed alive. Venture shuddered, tractors straining, Arun's bridge erupted. They move, fire control, Vance punched evasive, ship twisted. Escorts fired warning lances grazed the hull. Public log, Cathari vessels firing on guild merchant. Vance's voice even, recording rolled, boarders stumbled in the maze. Vance sealed Delta bulkhead. They piled into a storage loop, crates of synth protein tumbling loose. No exits, one Cathari kicked a panel. Clear. Push forward, Vance zoomed the cam. Their leader scanned walls, sensors blanked Lena's jammer pulse. Director Savex to venture, last chance, shuttle docking now. Vance ignored it. Yi status, winch circuit hot, point defense primed, they trip sensor 3, slings fire. She pictured him grinning under the grease. Yi fixed systems like puzzles, weapons-grade reroutes, just procedure. Arun hailed again. Surrender, Vance, we board in force. Her console pinged. K-line defense grid waking. Arbitration lockdown, neutral protocols. Station guns swiveled. Vance vector slipped. Full burn, Yi, civilian profile. Hidden mods engaged. Warhead power flooded lines disguised. Venture surged. Arun barked orders. All ships converge, secure the crate, but station beams lanced. Bracketed the escorts. Cathari hulls sparked. Savex screamed open comms. Recall the crate, Gildoth chimed, clear for dock. Vance settled back. Berth 17 people, manifest logged, profit holds. Lena smiled. Commander Queer at our registry thinks Navy ghosts. Yi chuckled. Forgot the old tools. Cargo slings beat tractors. But Arun's final hail buzzed. Venture, this is not over, we know what you carry. Vance keyed reply. Know what you like, Commander, merchants only. She cut the line. Earlier, minutes before the breach, Vance had watched Arun's dispatch from the main screen. Shadowfang dispatches boarding team, Lena reported. Thrusters remote cut confirmed. Vance felt the deck lurch. Main drives died. Alarms wailed. Yi, fix it. Aux power reroute. Cargo winches online in 30. She trusted him. Yi rewired through hauler bones, weapons tech buried in civvy pipes. Public comms open. Cathari patrol to venture, power down, prepare for boarding. Copy Shadowfang. Vance recorded it all. Demands logged. Leverage flipped. Savex cut in. Merchant, I offer protection, transfer the crate, protection from complications. Vance eyed the feed, shuttle inbound, opportunist. Negative, director, halls locked. Bulkhead sealed, boarders funneled, now postdoc, Vance powered down, crisis rooted. Warhead safe and hold 3, manifest lie intact. Crew shared nods, calm competence, but cams caught Arun's bridge, silence gripped it. Humans, soft traders, fangs bared, Cathari skilled at fleet math, clean intercepts. But humans, logistics traps, forgotten circuits. Vance stood. Next hall waited. The airlock breach replayed in her mind. Boarders poured in confident. First hatch popped. They advanced. Bulkhead gamma slammed, trapped. One fired, ricochet off reinforced crate walls. Cargo sling word, non-lethal rounds, beanbag slugs from winch mags. Cathari flew back, armor cracking. Leader gasped. Fall back, dead end. Vance vented scrubbers, mild irritant gas. They choked, suits sealing late, Lena's voice in her ear. Extraction teams inbound, civvy medevac ping sent. Arun watched feeds, his team slumped. Impossible. Merchants don't. Vance's laugh stayed internal. They did. Director Savex's shuttle veered off, station guns tracking. Venture docked clean. Arun stared at the sealed bay. Math failed. Humans hid capability in smiles. Vance strode to the hold. Crate hummed innocent. Singularity heart safe. Crew chief Yi met her. All circuits nominal, Lena trailed. Logs filed, guild arbiter owes us. Vance nodded, profit margin held, war averted, but Arun's words echoed, not over, she checked manifests. Next run, Coreward, higher stakes. Humans stayed calm, competent, tools forgotten won wars, Cathari would learn or not. Vance smiled, merchants endured, borders breached, maze awaited. In the corridor, Cathari leader raised his rifle. Breach forward, bulkhead sealed, darkness fell, sling fired, impact. He crumpled, maze had teeth. Vance watched the last feed. Extraction drones inbound, guild marked. She powered screens down, shift ended. Commander Arun paced his bridge. Feeds looped the Venture's escape. Dispatch full analysis, he snapped. Officer saluted. Merchant mods exceed civvy specs. Winch power rivals our tractors. Arun halted. Impossible. Math confirms. Director Savex stormed his ready room later. You lost it, my inventory, Arun faced her. They trapped your borders like vermin, she snarled. Captain Vance punched the override code into the cargo bay hatch. Seals hissed open. Yi Rook hustled behind her, toolkit clanging against his thigh. Restricted access granted, the console chirped. Singularity protocol active, Vance strode inside. The bay hummed under dim emergency strips. Crates stacked like forgotten luggage, but one squatted in the corner under a faded civilian shipping label. Fragile, exotic alloys, guild certified. She peeled the label back with a thumbnail. Beneath gleamed military vault markings etched deep. Yi knelt beside it. Captain, that's our baby. Containment fields holding at 98%. Verify payload, Vance said. No surprises, we're parked between two Cathari cruisers. Arun's itching for a scan. Yi cracked the outer seals. Hollow displays flickered to life. Telemetry scrolled, mass 80 tons, stable quantum flux, no cascade risk. He jacked his toolkit into the port. Lines of code raced across his visor. Payload nominal, he reported. Activating containment telemetry now. It'll spoof Mass's standard ore haul. Reads'll show inert. Vance nodded. Profit margins rode on this. One slip and Director Savex's procurement goons turned her venture into scrap. Or worse, leveraged the warhead for a Cathari fleet push Coreward. Lena, she calmed. Status on channels? Lena Quill's voice crackled soft from the bridge. Injecting false cargo data. Station auditors see guild spices and hydroponic seeds. Delaying external scans by rerouting through trade band relays. They won't flag us for 6 minutes. Make it 10, Vance said. Buy us time. Aye, Captain. Yi sealed the crate. The hum deepened, telemetry linking to the ship's core. She's whispering now, only we hear her. Vance clapped his shoulder. Good work, back to posts. Cathari patrol's docking clamps are live. Alarms whooped shipwide as they exited. Vance sealed the bay. Footsteps echoed from the main lock. Lena's voice cut in. Commander Arun's team aboard, scans inbound. Vance hit the bridge at a jog, Yi branched to engineering. Lena hunched over her station, fingers dancing silent on keys. Tradeband chatter filled the air, Cathari gutturals mixed with station drone. They're probing the hold, Lena murmured. Mass readings, off. Vance dropped into her chair. Main screens lit with external feeds. 2 Cathari warships flanked the Venture, gun ports yawning. Station arms locked them in place. No escape vector. Arun's voice boomed over open comms. Human vessel Venture, stand down. Commander Keth Arun, Cathari Naval Patrol. We detect anomalous mass in your forward bay. Prepare for inspection. Vance keyed her mic. Comm laced her tone. Commander, we're guild-registered merchants. Cargo manifests filed. Anomalous. Must be your scanners glitching. Spice crates shift funny in null G static hissed. Arun's reply sharpened. Guild or not, readings exceed civilian limits by factor 3. Dispatch borders. Vance muted the channel. Lena, pump more noise. Yi, route auxiliary power to baffles. Lena nodded. Her screens bloomed with ghost data, fake manifests flooding Cathari receivers. Audits delayed, they're cross-checking with station now. From the sensor feed, Vance watched Arun's shuttle clamp hard. Armored figures spilled out, rifles sweeping corridors. Disciplined. Cathari Marines moved like clockwork, no wasted steps. Arun led them personally. Tall, scaled hide gleaming under vac suits, eyes locked on his wrist scanner. Forward bay, seal all hatches behind us. His team fanned out, one tapped a bulkhead. Commander, density maps don't match manifests, too heavy for alloys. Arun halted. Scanner beeped urgent. Impossible, Merchant's Hall fluff, recalibrate. Vance leaned forward, her crew stayed ghost quiet. Yi's voice pinged private. Baffles up, warhead mass diffused across hull, looks like reinforced merchant plating. Arun pushed on. His marines breached the outer hold. Crates loomed innocent, but his scanner flared red at the sealed bay. Mass spike, he growled. Breach it. Marines planted charges. Vance's hand hovered over a board. No, let them poke. Explosion rocked the deck. Smoke cleared. The crate sat pristine, label mocking. Arun approached. His claw scraped the surface. Telemetry hummed faint. Only Yi's link heard it. Open it, Arun ordered. A marine sliced the seals. Inner panels parted. Hollow labels projected. Exotic alloys, handle with care. Arun's scanner whined. Reading stable, but... Residual flux. Vance smiled thin. Lena's deception held. Then Arun's calm crackled. Director Savex's voice sliced through, harsh and opportunistic. Commander, my sources confirm that's a Singularity Warhead. Seize the ship now, before humans jettison or detonate. Arun stiffened. His team froze. Director scans show. Seize, Savex barked. Leverage it. Cathari gains a superweapon. Humans lose their vault toy. Arun's eyes narrowed. He waved his marines. Secure the bay. Tractor the crate to my shuttle. Vance's console lit. Docking clamps groaned under strain. Cathari tractors tugged. Yi, she snapped. Counterspin. Engineering thrummed. Yi's fix kicked in. Cargo winches rerouted to weapons-grade pulse. Hull twisted free. Alarms screamed. Lena jammed channels. False distress out. Cathari piracy. Guild channels lighting up. Station guns swiveled. Arun's voice exploded. Break off, Director, this is, Savex overrode. Full borders, my procurement team inbound. Vance watched feeds. Arun's marines piled into corridors. Hermes protocols engaged. Bulkheads slammed, vents hissed gas. Non-lethal, guild rules, one marine raised rifle. Breach forward. Bulkhead crushed his weapon. Darkness dropped. Slingshot drone whipped from shadow. Impact. He crumpled. Arun backpedaled. Traps, merchants. Vance keyed all ship. Commander, you're in our hold. Guild law says trespassers get archived. Pull back. His scanner pinged wild. Mass shifting. It's moving. Yi's voice. Warhead safed. Dumping dummy mass. Scrap from Bay 3. Crate telemetry spiked fake overload. Arun's team retreated. Tractors whined useless. Savex's shuttle veered close. Station guns tracked it. Venture, stand down or we vaporize. Guild arbiter cut in, calm authority. Procurement interference in trade lane. Release clamps. Station arms obeyed. Venture slipped free. Arun paced his bridge later. Feeds looped the chaos. His officer saluted. Merchant mods exceed civvy specs. Winch power rivals our tractors. Arun halted. Impossible. Director Savex stormed his ready room. You lost it, my inventory. Arun faced her. Scaled crest flared. They trapped your borders like vermin, rewired their own ship mid-scan. She snarled, claws flexing. Civilians with Singularity tech. Hidden, Arun said. Under paperwork, they stayed calm, competent. Savex paced. Dispatch analysis, full fleet alert. Humans aren't soft. Arun nodded, but doubt gnawed. Merchants endured. Their tools bit deep. Back aboard Venture, Vance strode the bridge. Yi wiped grease from hands. All circuits nominal, Captain. Lena filed logs. Guild arbiter owes us favors now. Vance checked manifests. Next run coreward, higher stakes. Cathari would learn or not. She powered screens down. Shift ended, but sensors pinged faint. Savex's procurement drone trailed at extreme range. Not over. Vance smiled. Merchants planned ahead. Crate hummed innocent in the bay. Singularity heart safe for now. Arun's fleet mobilized. Scans swept void. They chased ghosts. Vance plotted jumps. Calm, competent, forgotten tools won this round. Coreward beckoned. Warheads moved quiet. Humans delivered. Captain Vance's fingers flew across the console. Lena, emergency trade route jump request. Invoke Treaty of Lanes, Article 7, safe passage for civilian haulers. Now. Lena Quill's hands danced over her boards without a tremor. Transmitting, Captain. Guild codes appended. Her voice stayed flat, a librarian's whisper amid the red klaxons. The view screen split. 2 Cathari warships loomed, pincer formation tight. Their tractor beams hummed, locking the Venture's drive core. No jump, no run. Vance leaned forward. Status. Jump field suppressed, Lena said. But I've spoofed our transponder, echoes bouncing trade band relays. Enemy scopes show 3 freighters scattering, bearing 040-180-270. Vance nodded once. Good. Lena turned merchant chatter into ghosts. No panic in her eyes, just logs updating. They're buying it, Lena added. Query ping from the prowler ship, Commander Arun's mark. Deck plates shuddered, cranes groaned below decks. Intercom crackled, Yi Rook's voice grease-thick. Captain, cargo mods live. Cranes rigged as point defense. Cutter charges armed, plasma torches from the bay toolkit, vented to space for recoil. Test fire on my mark, Vance said. Buy us window, she scanned manifests. Singularity Warhead crate sat innocent amid ore pallets. Locked under civilian haulage docks. No one checked paperwork in a pinch. Enemy comms lit her panel. Cathari warble auto-translated sharp. Merchant venture stand down. Surrender cargo hold 3. Comply or we vent you. Vance keyed response. Negative. Guild hauler under treaty protection. Release fields. Silence, then laughter scaled and harsh. Commander Keth Arun filled the screen, crest flat, eyes like targeting locks. Treaties bend for naval priority, human, your hold scans hot. Singularity yield it. Vance kept her face stone. Prophet waited beyond this. Scans lie, that's mining gear. Arun's claws tapped. Lies die first. Fighters streaked from his bays, 6 talons bracketing the real venture echo. Keth Arun watched his scopes bloom. 3 fat merchants, engines flaring false. His bridge crew stiffened. Phantoms, his sensor chief hissed. Trade band spoof, pin the course signature. Arun's crest flicked. Soft targets played clever. Fighters 1 and 3, bracket vector 180, confirm and disable. Launches confirmed. Talons knifed void, lasers priming. Director Savex's face intruded his feed. Claws flexed over her console light years back. Secure that warhead intact, Arun. My procurement claim supersedes patrol. He ignored her. Fighters closed. One ghost winked out decoy flare. The reel bloomed larger. Lock tractors, Arun ordered. Boarding teams prep. A flash spiked his scopes. Fighter 3 tumbled, hull breached. Debris trail marked plasma vents. What? Arun snapped. Replay looped. Cargo arms whipped out, torches lancing. Not guns, shipyard tools. Merchant fire, his chief said. Cranes converted, point defense profile. Arun's jaw tightened. Civilians modded mid-flight, impossible. Commit all, overwhelm. Yi Rook braced in the bay. Crane's word servo straining civilian limits. He slapped a panel. Torches hot cap, first bandit down. Vance's voice cut through. Confirmed, keep 'em off, borders inbound. Affirm, Yi grunted. He yanked a conduit, rerouting power from cargo lifts. Hull plates shifted. Traps live, airlocks rigged to cycle wrong, fields to snag suits. Crew hustled pallets. Warhead crate stayed central, false labels gleaming. Magnetic ore fragile. Lena's voice bridged. Enemy hail, Director Savax demanding arming codes. Threatens remote debt bluff, their links jammed. Vance replied shipwide. Steady, logistics first. Yi welded a final brace, tools bit deep. Cathari forgot the hauler's spine, cranes that hauled asteroids, torches that sliced hulls. Fighters swarmed. Cranes tracked, torches spitting blue fire. Second bandit shredded, cutter charge blooming silent in vacuum. Arun's bridge erupted. 2 fighters gone. Merchants fired hardware store violence, winches rivaling tractors, torches punching armor. Impossible, he growled. Reevaluate specs. Sensors updated. Real venture held core, cranes dancing death. Phantoms faded. Savax overrode, her face snarled full screen. Detonation sequence transmitted. Warhead primes in 5. Codes human or your ship cores itself. Arun cut her. Borders away. Secure manually. Shuttles launched, Marines in powered shells. They clamped Venture's bay locks. Breach teams cycled, but scopes glitched. Marines stalled mid-scan. Vance watched the board. Shuttles docked. Airlocks hissed. Lena jammed their internals. Feed them ghost schematics. Done, Lena said. Her fingers spoofed deck plans, endless cargo maze, no warhead ping. Yi's report, borders trapped cap. Cranes pinned their lead shuttle. Airlocks reversed, suits sparking in our fields. Vance allowed a tight smile. Procurement drone inbound? Lena nodded. Extreme range trailing. Savax's threat blinked, timer at 0030. Vance keyed open hail. Director, your debt signal bounced off my jammers. Warheads decoy fused. Try it, lose your shuttle too. Truth half spun. Yi's rewires made it so, arming circuits looped to cargo scanners. Fake yield only. Savex's feed shook. Lies remote prime. Explosion bloomed external. Yee's cranes vented the lead shuttle. Marines ejected, tumbling. Arun's voice cracked through. Break off, regroup. His tractors wavered. Fighters pulled back, scorched. Vance seized it. Lena, guild arbiter on priority. Emergency jump off. Approved, Lena said. Trade lane opening. Field snapped free. Venture surged, phantoms collapsing behind. Cathari ships wheeled, too late. Arun's crest flared defeat on screen. Vance cut the feed. Yee, secure bay. Lena logged the saves. Crew chief wiped hands. Nominal cap, next haul prepped. Vance checked coreward charts. Higher bids waited. Singularity heart hummed safe, but scopes pinged faint. Savex's drone clung at edge, not over. Commander Arun paced his bridge. Feeds looped the route. Cranes shredded fighters. Boarders trapped like vermin. His officer saluted. Merchant mods exceed civvy specs. Winch power rivals our tractors. Torches breached marine plate. Arun halted. Impossible. Director Savex stormed his ready room feed. You lost it, my inventory. Arun faced her scaled fury, crest flared. They trapped your borders, rewired mid-scan, stayed calm. She snarled, claws flexing. Civilians with singularity tech. Hidden, Arun said. Under paperwork, competent. Savex paced. Full fleet alert, humans aren't soft. Arun nodded, doubt gnawed, merchants endured. Their tools, forgotten, brutal, won this round. Venture vanished into lanes, ghosts again, coreward beckoned. Warheads moved quiet. Back aboard Venture, Vance strode the bridge. Yee wiped grease. Circuits nominal. Lena filed logs. Arbiter owes favors. Vance powered screens down. Shift ended. Sensors pinged faint. Procurement drone trailed. She smiled thin. Merchants planned. Crate hummed innocent. Cathari chased ghosts. Humans delivered. Captain Vance punched the dump sequence. Yee vent decoys now. Lena spoofed the chaff as routine scrap. Cargo bay klaxons blared. Yee Rook sealed his harness and triggered the locks. Outer hatches hissed open. 20 false crates tumbled into the void, marked as alloy ingots, sensor-dead weights laced with dummy transponders. They scattered toward the nearest orbital station. A hulking Cathari refused depot orbiting the trade lane. Vance watched the scopes. Venture's thrust pushed them coreward, engines humming civilian grade. The real prize rode secure in Bay 3, the Singularity Warhead crate, paperworked as exotic reactor shielding. Savex's drone clung at scanner range, a procurement mosquito too greedy to disengage. Decoys acquired, Lena Quill murmured from comms. Her fingers danced over trade-ban keys. Refused traffic spiking, warhead signature buried. Vance nodded, crisis as logistics. Dump the noise, hide in the flow, no panic, just procedure. The drone peeled off, vectoring toward the decoys. Station traffic thickened, haulers dumping waste, tugs hauling slag. Venture slipped the crate's ping into that mess, invisible. Yee Rook dropped through the access shaft into Bay 3. Grease smeared his coveralls. He cracked the warhead crate's outer seal. Containment fields hummed steady, the black market heart of it pulsing faint gravity ripples. Cap, he patched up. Tightening limits, no leaks. Vance's voice crackled back. Fail deadly, full protocol. Yee pulled the diagnostic rig from his belt. Wires snaked into the cargo ship grid, rewired months back under civilian manifests. He bypassed the merchant power relays, linking straight to Venture's core bus. Containment coils ratcheted tighter. Singularity density climbed to redline. One tap wrong and it pinched off. No boom, just a sterile collapse, weapon rendered inert, a mathematical hole sucking its own yield to zero, useless to everyone. Deadman switch armed, biometrics tied to the crew deck, heartbeat flatlines. It triggered, no codes, no overrides. Yee wiped sweat, locked it down. Nominal cap, tickle it and it ghosts. He resealed the crate, paperwork pristine, back to hauling. Lena Quill keyed the back channel, trade Freak 97 buried under merchant chatter. Cathari naval bands overlapped just enough, no flags raised. Commander Arun, she said, voice level. Quill Venture got proof on Savex. Static hissed. Arun's bridge feed flickered live, his crest rigid, eyes narrowing at the civilian ping. Merchant, he growled, frills twitching. You evade, explain. Lena patched the file. Savex's procurement logs sliced from the drone's tail during the chase. Timestamps matched. Her inventory grabs bypassed naval chain of command. Unlawful seizures on 3 lanes. Warheads rerouted to black markets. She's hunting your war, Commander, not ours. We haul legit. Arun's claws tapped his console, feeds scrolled. His officer leaned in, mandibles clicking doubt. Duplicity confirmed, Arun said, crest flattened anger, not defeat. Liaison officers detained on my authority. Lena cut the line, no gloat, just log it. Sensors clear ahead. Coreward bids waited. Commander Keth Arun slammed his override. Security, arrest Savax's liaisons, suspicion of unlawful seizure. Deck plates thrummed as Marines double-timed. Bridge crew snapped to stations. Arun paced, replaying Venture's dumps, decoys perfect. Crate vanished in refuse flow. Humans, no warriors, haulers, yet they rewired traps, spoofed scans, stayed calm. Savax's officers burst from the liaison bay, crests flaring protest. Marines cuffed them efficient. Naval Command, Arun barked into the ready room feed. Your procurement oversteps. Savax's scaled face filled the screen. Claws slashed air. Release them. That warhead is mine. Evidence says theft, Arun countered. You hunt independence, risk escalation. Her eyes gleamed procurement hunger. Fleet needs it, merchants hoard. Arun's crest spiked. They deliver, you steal. He cut the feed, doubt lingered. Humans' tools, cargo winches as weapons, radios as knives. Forgotten edges, alarms wailed. Savax bypassed him. Director Savax shredded the channel. Strike team launch, capture the crate, any cost. Her corvette shuddered as shuttles ejected. 6 elite boarders, maglocked to void suits, grapples hot. Target, Venture's vector, refuse lane ahead. Drone feeds locked the crate's faint ping amid station slag. Procure it, she snarled to the team lead. Intact or die trying. Shuttles burned hard, weaving tugs and debris. Savax watched scopes. Merchants thought hidden, fools. Her team pierced civvy hulls like foil. Vance's scopes lit. Contact, 6 bogies closing fast. Ye patched from engineering. Shield civvy spec, but bays rigged. Lena, Vance ordered. Jam trade band, Hail Arun, open. Lena keyed it. Commander Savax strikes, proof attached your lanes. Arun's feed snapped live. His bridge boiled, Marines hauling Savax's crew, scopes tracking the shuttles. Stand down, he broadcast empire-wide. Naval intercept. Savax's voice overrode. Procurement priority. Shuttles grappled Venture's hull, breaches sparked. Boarders cut in. Ye met them at Bay 3. Cargo torch ignited, not merchant welder, but plasma lance jury-rigged from exhaust vents. First boarder cooked in his suit. Vance spun the ship. Station refused tractors locked on Vance's earlier dump pinged as friendly. Massive grapples swung, snaring 2 shuttles, crushed like cans. Lena spoofed the rest. Trade chatter flooded. Savax rogues unlawful. Arun's corvette warped in. Tractors fired, shuttles vaporized. Savax's feed cracked. Impossible. Vance patched her direct, calm. Director, crates rigged, deadman, crew down, it collapses. Useless to all, walk away. Savax's claws froze. You bluff. Test it. Vance shared the diagnostic sliver, containment redline, heartbeat lock. We don't boom, we null, your inventory, gone. Arun's voice cut in. Savax detained, merchants cleared. Her corvette powered down, Marines boarded her bridge, Vance cut thrust. Ye stand down, Lena logged the intercept. Crew chief emerged, torch cooling. Nominal. Sensors cleared, drone ghosts faded, crate hummed safe. Arun's final ping, Venture lanes open, respect. Vance smiled thin, merchants delivered, higher bids coreward. Keth Arun watched Venture vanish into trade flow. Humans no threats, just plans, their secret competence, tools everyone forgot. Warheads moved quiet, ghosts won wars, Savax glowered in custody. Inventory lost, civilians endured, Ye Rook stowed his rig. Next haul prepped, Cap. Vance checked charts, profit waited, crisis logged, but scopes pinged faint. Another shadow trailed, not over. Vance slammed the thrust yoke forward. The Venture's frame groaned as station gravity whipped them into a slingshot arc, 9 Gs crushing her into the command couch. Alarms wailed, hull stress redlining, but she held course. Debris lanes loomed ahead, station refuse fields the navies avoided like plague zones. Tractors hot, Lena Quill murmured from sensors, fingers dancing over tradeband panels. No panic in her voice, just data. Enemy fighters, Savax's strike craft, 6 of them, streaked in pursuit. Their sleek hulls glittered under station lights, weapons hot. Keth Arun's corvette hung back, disciplined, watching the chaos. He thought merchants soft. Vance smiled grimly. Soft targets didn't sling 9 Gs clean. Grapples fired. Ventures refused dump from hours ago pinged as friendly cargo. Massive station tractors locked on, swinging like wrecking balls. Two shuttles snared mid-burn. Metal crumpled. Explosions bloomed silent in the void. Lena spoofed the rest. Trade chatter flooded open channels. Savek's rogues, unlawful intercept. Station auth, vector clear. Arun's corvette warped closer. His tractors lashed out. 3 more shuttles vaporized in plasma fire. Savek's command feed cracked open on Vance's main screen. Impossible, merchant trash doesn't maneuver like that. Vance patched direct, voice level. Director, crates rigged. Deadman switch. Crew down, it collapses to null state. Useless to all, walk away. Savek's claws froze on her feed, multifaceted eyes narrowing. You bluff, soft skin. Test it. Vance shared a diagnostic sliver, containment at redline, heartbeat lock sync to her pulse and the cruise. We don't boom, we null your inventory, gone. Arun's voice cut in, crisp naval tone. Savek's, you are detained, merchants cleared for lane. But scopes pinged faint. Another shadow trailed Venture's exhaust, slipping through the debris haze. Not Savek's. Rogue drone? Vance's gut tightened. Yi bridge, crew chief Yi Rook patched from engineering, torch still glowing in his suit feed. Cap shadows pinging mil-spec stealth, masking on our vector. Blind it. Vance hauled the ship into a debris weave, station slingshot bleeding speed into evasion. Fighters scattered, but that shadow clung. Yi vented reactor coolant. A plume erupted from Venture's aft vents, supercooled mist blooming into a sensor-killing fog. Active scans shattered against it. The shadow's signature vanished, true vector masked in the chaos. Nice plume, Lena said. She flipped trade radios to tactical override, quiet as ever. Jams spiked. Savek's strike wing went dark. No burst comms. Forced to line-of-sight hand signals, their formation fractured. Vance watched it unfold on her tactical overlay. Savek's remaining craft waved frantic clawing, but Arun's corvette repositioned hard. His cruiser bulked into the path, blocking strike craft from the secured crate in Venture's hold. Grapples retracted. Marines beamed over. Savek's snarled on open comms. Arun, stand down. That warhead's mine, procurement priority? Priority denied, Arun replied. His voice held steel, but Vance caught the edge. He'd seen the slingshot. Math didn't add for civilian hulls. Director Savek's ignored him. Her claws danced over a manual remote arm panel. Signal lanced out warhead ping. Vance's console lit red. Lockout triggered. Crate hummed safe. Singularity core inert. Told you, she said into the patch. Crewlink only. Savek's feed glitched rage. How? Civilian lock. Logistics. Vance cut thrust, stabilizing in clear lane. Yi stand down vents. Lena logged the intercept. Yi emerged from the crawlspace, torch cooling in his gloved hand. Nominal cap coolants recycled. Sensors cleared, drone ghosts faded. Arun's final ping, Venture lanes open, respect earned. Vance smiled thin. Merchants delivered. Higher bids waited coreward, but scopes pinged again. Faint, persistent. That shadow reformed at extreme range, matching their trade vector, not Savek's. Someone else smelled the warhead. Contact bearing 240, Lena said. Stealth drone, mil-grade. Trailing since the slingshot. Vance's fingers tightened on the yoke. Prophet run turned hot twice in one shift. Yi rigged the backups. Lena, ghost our signature. Yi nodded, vanishing below decks. Weapons grade reroute through cargo nets. Procedure 47B. Lena layered trade pings. False freighter echoes blooming across the lane. Ghosting active. They're sniffing, not biting yet. Arun's corvette peeled off, escorting Savek's crippled wing. He bought the clear lane story. Good. Navies chased headlines. Merchants moved quiet. Vance plotted coreward jumps, weaving trade currents. The shadow paced them, patient. Director Savek's glowered in custody feeds, inventory lost. But whoever sent that drone knew warheads didn't null easy. Cap, Yi called up. Hidden bays prepped. Singularity crates double-locked, but if they board, they won't. Vance spun the ship into a lazy spiral, bleeding into a debris-laced shortcut no Navy charted. Civilian charts only. High G again, hull singing. 8 Gs. Lena grunted but held post. The shadow surged closer, resolve hardening. Comms jam cycling, Lena said. She tuned tradeband into a deception web, ghost signals mimicking a full convoy. Line of sight only for them now. Shadow's course wobbled, confused. Vance dragged them into the debris lane proper, station scrap, forgotten wrecks. Tractors pinged friendly again, grapples swung wide, drone evaded but too slow, debris clipped its wing. It tumbled, signature flaring. Got it, Yi reported. Our plumes masking the kill shot. Vent 2, coolant bloomed anew. Drone vanished in the fog, slagged, clear scopes for now. Vance eased thrust. Log it as nav hazard, coreward double time. Crew nodded, competence not conquest. But as Venture slipped into jump, a new ping whispered, multiple shadows. Fleet grade, Keth Arun's bridge hummed quiet. He stared at the merchant ghost on his scopes. Impossible, he muttered. Human haulers pulled Navy slingshots, vented mill plumes, jammed tack nets. His exec blinked. Commander, Savex confirmed the warhead, Singularity grade. Arun cut the feed. Merchants cleared, but track Venture, quiet. Discipline held his voice, but respect burned. Humans no threats, just plans. Vance checked charts, Prophet waited. Crisis logged as minor delay. Yi stowed his rig. Next haul prepped, Cap, hull's good. Lena smiled faint. Shadows cleared for now. Vance leaned back, ghosts won wars, tools forgotten. But the new pings grew, not over. She yanked the yoke. Another slingshot loomed, abandoned platform, refused thick. High G burn, 10 Gs this time, alarms screamed. Fighters decloaked, 3 alien wedge shapes, unknown sig, hired guns. Tractors, Vance barked. Lena locked them, platform grapples swung, one fighter crushed. Yi vented triple plume, sensors went black. Lena jammed hard, hand signals only, attackers flailed. Vance wove debris. Second fighter shredded on Rex. Third broke off, trailing sparks. Clear, Lena said, but the fleet ping sharpened. Cruiser mass closing fast. Arun's voice burst in. Venture, this is patrol. Shadows are Vexari raiders. Stand by assist. Vance patched back. Negative patrol, trade lane clear, we handle. Silence. Then, understood, respect. Raiders loomed, Vance grinned, logistics won. She spun into the kill lane, grapples hot. Director Savax raged in her cell. Merchants, rigged, trash, guard ignored her. Inventory shifted. Civilians endured. Yi rerouted power cargo nets to point offense. Bursts lanced out, quiet. Raider scout vaporized. Fleet lead repositioned, blocked by platform bulk. Vance shared fake diagnostic. Crewlink null, walk. Raider comms cracked alien curses. Manual arms signal fired. Lockout hummed, they broke. Vance cut thrust. Yi, Lena, nominal, crew chief grinned. Always, sensors cleared, fleet ghosts faded, Arun pinged final. Venture lane secure, humans efficient. Vance smiled, higher bids called, but scopes whispered again, deeper shadow. Coreward pull, not over, never for merchants. She plotted the run, competence carried, wars stayed cold, Yi checked the crate, safe. Next crisis cap, profit first. Vance jumped, shadows trailed, plans deepened. Keth Arun, Commander Arun's tactical officer, snapped upright. Coreward contact, sir. Heavy procurement cruiser, Vexari markings. Demand signature on human freak. Surrender Singularity asset. Director Savex commands compliance. Arun's mandibles clicked. Vexari procurement. Ruthless scavengers. The human freighter venture had just shredded raiders like scrap. Now this. Helm match vectors, comms, hail them, open patrol channel. Arun leaned forward. Humans handled shadows once, not twice. Venture's transponder blinked ahead, civilian codes, soft hulls. Yet debris fields told another tale. Vexari cruiser swelled on screens. Director Savex's banner. No mistaking the procurement clause, grapple arrays for live seizures. Arun's voice boomed. Procurement vessel, this is Kethari Patrol Commander Arun, sector lane secured. Stand down. Vexari response snarled through. Patrol irrelevance, asset priority alpha, human freighter carries Singularity Warhead, custody transfer immediate. Arun's spine stiffened. Singularity Warhead, merchants hauled that. Containment breaches could swallow systems. Venture hailed first. Captain Vance's face filled his split screen. Calm eyes, no sweat. Patrol Commander Venture, confirm Vexari claim. Cargo manifest logs warhead under trade seal. Proposed joint escrow. Your Navy holds proxy till sector tribunal. Arun blinked. Escrow. Civilians dictated terms. Captain warhead mass exceeds civilian certs. Vexari procurement has override. Vance's lips quirked. Override needs witnesses, Commander. Your patrol logs incident. Joint hold prevents detonation leverage or capture. Sensors pinged. Vexari cruiser accelerated. Grapples deploying. Arun's officer hissed. They're painting the freighter. Helm interpose. Arun's ship surged forward, cutting the lane. Venture escrow accepted. Transmit codes. Vance nodded. Data packet flew across. Warhead specs. Containment stable. Civilian transport permit stamped by 3 sectors. Arun forwarded to legal. Comms log public incident report. Patrol escorts venture to neutral depot. Vexari barked protests. Interference violation. Savax directs. Arun cut them. Director Savax is Venture's guest. Raider logs confirm. His bridge crew exchanged glances. Humans jailed a director. Venture's engines flared. Steady course resumed. Vexari cruiser shadowed, but Arun's destroyer blocked grapples. Minutes ticked. Legal pinged green. Escrow binding, sir. Warhead transfer protocol active. Arun signed the report. Public broadcast. Sector nets lit up. Then Venture's comms officer Quill per manifest went live. Tradeban widecast. Comm voice pierced every receiver. Attention sector authority. Broadcast Vexari seizure order. Director Savax signature. Audio clip rolled. Savax's rage. Singularity Warhead mine. Merchants forfeit. Detonate if resist. Quill continued. Order violated lane accords. Patrol incident report attached. Tribunal petition filed. Arun's console flooded. Tribunal response inbound. Automated. Sector-wide. Merchant Venture requests adjudication. Cargo legal. Vexari piracy confirmed. Vexari cruiser veered. Grapples retracted. But they held position. Leverage play. Arun's sensors drilled into Venture. Cargo bay signatures. Warhead crate pulse steady. No yield spikes. Engineer anomaly? He asked. Tactical shook head. Containment nominal. Humans reroute power. Cargo nets masking point defense. Raider kills match. Arun's mandibles parted. Civilians with teeth. Tribunal channel opened. Neutral arbiter drone. Venture Captain Vance. Explain civilian transport of Singularity weapon. Vance's face reappeared. She slid a holosheet across. Standard haulage arbiters. Contract from Cathari Prime Labs. Decommissioned core for scrap recycle. Sector permit 47B triplicate stamps. Mass limits compliant. No arming codes transferred. Data beamed. Arun pulled copy. Legalese scrolled. Human script dense but certs glowed valid. Hauler manifest. Item 19C. Singularity containment module. Value trade scrap. Risk stabilized. His officer whistled. They filed it as junk, sir. Arun stared. Civilian under trade regs. Procurement ignored paperwork. Merchants weaponized it. Vexari cruiser pinged furious denials. Falsified. High-yield active. Quill interjected softly. Sensors open. Verify. Arun patched through. His scan swept Venture's bay. Crate hummed. Then power draw spiked. Human engineer Rook's voice leaked on open maintenance band. Cap core safed. Containment down to civvy levels. No singularity spin-up possible. Readouts confirmed. Field collapsed to inert. Humans triggered it manual. Never lost control. Tribunal drone intoned. Vexari claims invalidated. Seizure piracy. Escrow dissolves. Venture cleared. Vexari cruiser burned hot. Retreating vectors. Savax's banner dimmed. Arun's helm queried. Pursue, sir? No. He watched Venture align for jump. Trade mission resumed. No fanfare. Vance signed off. Appreciate the escort, Commander. Lanes stay open. Arun nodded. Respect, Captain. Efficient. Venture jumped. Clean vector. Cargo secure. His screen lingered on the incident report. Final line. Hauler Venture. Captain M. Vance. Classification. Civilian. Arun's claw tapped the word. Civilian. Bridge fell quiet. Humans turned crisis to logistics. Warhead to scrap run. Raiders to debris. Director to sell. Procurement fled. He plotted patrol resume. But scopes whispered new shadows. Merchants endured. Competence carried. Arun forwarded report up chain. Humans underestimated. Sensors cleared. Lanes hummed. Wars stayed cold, but paperwork won. Captain Vance's Venture streaked coreward. Higher bids waited. Yi Rook sealed the crate. Next haul, Cap. Profit, she said. Crew nodded. Nominal. Arun's display blanked. Civilian, he rose. Shift change. Patrol continued. Deeper shadows stirred. Merchants plotted. Cathari Navy adjusted vectors. Respect earned. Vexari nursed grudges. Tribunal fined them. Savax stewed in Venture's hold. Merchants, guard smirked. Logistics. Sector Tribunal closed case. Paperwork filed. Humans jumped lanes. Trade flowed. Arun stared at empty scopes. Civilian freighter outran warships. Math didn't lie. Humans did normal. Extraordinarily, he signaled fleet. All units reassess civilian profiles. Trade lanes priority. Affirmatives rolled in. Patrol tightened. But Venture led. Profit first. Competence second. Wars optional. Arun sat. Mandibles clicked slow. Civilians won by staying calm, by tools forgotten, by paperwork. His console pinged. New manifest query. Human hauler inbound. He approved. Respect. Shadows watched. Merchants moved. Crisis logged, nominal. Commander Aaron leaned back. Bridge hummed, lanes secure, for now. Venture's echo faded. Civilian, the word burned. He pulled Vance's certs again, valid, underestimated, no more, patrol adapted. Humans endured, trade called, wars chilled, logistics ruled. Aaron smiled faint, naval pride bent. Civilians straightened it, with tools, with calm, with competence. Sector turned. Humans hauled, aliens followed, efficiency won quietly. Aaron dismissed crew, watch ended but vigilance stayed. Merchants taught that, paperwork sealed it. He logged out, civilian. Stared one last beat, jumped to next sector. Shadows trailed, humans led always. Captain Vance checked scopes, clear. Jump sequence, crew strapped, Yi grinned. Core cold, Savex chats with customs soon. Lena nodded. Broadcast archived, tribunal owes us. Vance spun chair. Profit margin up 15. Good haul. Stars streaked, deeper runs beckoned. Crisis, logistics, warhead, scrap, Vexari, lesson. Aaron's patrol ghosted behind, respect trailed. Humans hummed, nominal, profit soared, competence carried, civilians endured, wars forgot. Tools remembered, quiet victories, trade eternal. Aaron's final ping arrived. Lanes clear, safe runs. Vance keyed back. Copy efficient. Click, jump complete. New bids lit console. Next crisis queued. Merchants thrived. Paperwork ready. Captain Vance plotted course. Coreward called. Shadows waited. Competence answered, always.